on this Madness Monday. You already know, right here at work, decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve, you heard me. We just chilling. Let me just set this up real quick. I hope everybody's having, a good weekday, right? The beginning of the week, right before the new year, no? Or right before the new year starts, no? Whoop. Just make sure to stay safe out there because it'd be crazy in New Year's. You already know. That's the day that everybody be getting all fucked up. Drink till the wheels fall off. What's cracking like in Sal? Que buena vida, the Bro Shot Gang. Got the homie texting me over here. Pinche limpi siempre, güey. What's cracking like in Mr. Pasa's definitely up in the casa for the raza. You already know. Brocha, that's right. Eso es todo, hijo. ¿Cómo se la están pasando? ¿A toda madre? Look behind you. Ronnie is next to you. Ronnie's grinding, my boy. He's working hard. You already know my boy always works hard. My boy's always grinding. He's dedicated. You already know. Where's your tío Trump at? Ya viene el puto. I heard he's already going to have a tough time. I heard the Democrats are already trying to cry and not let him take off his, bro, damn, don't you motherfuckers know how to lose? Like, pinche sore losers. Like, that vato won fair and square. Now get the fuck out of the way. What you eat today? I ate some pollo rostizado. Yes, I ate. My little bug is definitely up in the building. Love you, baby. Actually, hamburger and fries. Eso es todo. ¿De dónde? ¿Tommy's o qué? Oh, wait. Do they have Tommy's over there where you at? No, I don't think so. Huh? I think that's only a Californian thing. It ain't even all that either way. Chili's, órale, eso es todo. No, hombre, sí comiste bien, hijo. Puro calidad, puro calidad. Eso es todo. Nada que pinche McDonald's. No. Chili's is good. I ain't gonna lie. I like Chili's. Democrats be like, we won a tie breaker. That shit, I'm telling you, bro, them folks just know how to, bro, you guys gotta learn how to lose, bro. That motherfucker won fair and square. Yes, I get it. We don't like him. He's an idiot. Yes. We all understand that. Doesn't change the facts, though. That's what the American people want, bro. What the fuck? So you just gotta, you gotta learn how to accept it. It is what it is. I mean, could it really get any worse than fucking Biden? Biden didn't even know what the fuck he was doing out there. Half of the time, motherfucker didn't even know where he was at. I am from India. Well, shout out to India. You are from, I am from California, the United States, Los Angeles area. Shout out to India. I do get a lot of love out of India. So shout out to y'all. Smash burgers are good there. Oh, shit. They got smash burgers now? Órale. Eso es todo. Shit, they even got them at Jack in the Crack now. You go to Jack in the Box, they got the smash burgers. Or what they consider smash burgers, no? What is a smash burger? No más que la pinche hamburguesa está aplastada. Qué pinche gran cosa. Ni pedo. Something different, you know? Had me a bomb-ass teriyaki beef bowl. Órale, from Yoshinoya o qué pedo? Biden forgot shit, who he was. You're a native. I'm a chica. I'm a chica. Serio, huh? Nowadays, everybody claims that they're natives, though. Everybody's indigenous now. Like indigenous, motherfucker. Hello. How's it going? But nowadays, it does seem like everybody always wants to like claim to be indigenous, right? You know, claiming allegiance to their roots, según. What's cracking like an angel? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Que dice la buena vida, carnal? Who is who? As in, who am I? Why don't you go to the cruise in Pico Rivera on Friday or Saturday? Because we at work. Everyone at work. I would probably, hit it. It's cool from time to time. But sometimes it doesn't even last that long because it gets shut down real quick. You got la pinche chota. Like, damn, bro, we just started this motherfucker. That's always a burnout, huh? Bien, gracias. Doing for New Year's. Pues unas chelas y ponerme bien pedo. Bueno, ¿qué más quiere? Hey, what's up, bro? What's good, my boy? What's cracking like in? I mean, the book, Who is Who? The book. Any plans for 2025? What goals do you want to achieve? Anything new? Nah. I don't need like a new year to try to like plan anything. Like we live day by day. Tomorrow's not promised. Certainly not for me. What's cracking shadow with the bro shot? Oh, you already know right here, my boy just whipping it good. Got work on New Year's holiday pay. Yeah, but at least we get paid. The feria. 2025. Serio, huh? The year of the 25. Damn, my boy. Bum, bum, bum. Don't give that information to the Yarda because they'll run loose with that shit. Then you'll hear some mamadas. So. Okay. I'm the only one who doesn't celebrate Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, Thanksgiving, Easter. Why is that? If you don't mind me asking. Is it just because those holidays are full of shit and how corrupt and rooted everything is? Or is it just like religious belief? Or is it just because you're like, fuck it? You work on New Year's, bro? Yeah, Simon Carnal. We work all the time, bro. It's the life of a broke man. Yes, religious beliefs. All right. Oh, shit. If you don't mind me asking, what religion are you? Do you hear me? I read you. All right, okay, damn, that's firme, that's cool. Hindu, órale, eso es todo. Catholics, Hinduism. My parents are from India. They grew up as Hindu and raised me as such. Órale, damn, that's crazy. That's cool, bro. Hey, my respects. Órale, eso es todo. Okay, so your parents over there, and you guys moved to Atlanta then. Wait, was it Atlanta or was I tripping? I think it was, no? That you said? Catholics go to church, never only need God when we're sick. Yeah, well, I mean, when it comes to religion, you already know how entangled that could get. It's even worse when you're going to university and you're religious, because kind of like almost everything you're learning kind of contradicts your religious beliefs. No, it's a trip. I feel like people almost have to lie to themselves, right? A little bit, because if not, then kind of everything wouldn't make sense. No, it's a trip. Thoughts on Lefty wanting to cancel the foods community over her rating on the top list? That's just crazy. You know, like he has to understand. Look, he as an artist, especially an artist who's popular right now, right? Somebody who's popping. He has to understand that criticism is gonna come your way. It's gonna come your way. You know, there's nothing you're gonna be able to do to avoid the criticism. So as that, you're supposed to have an understanding that, you know, you shouldn't let it get to you, and people are entitled to their opinion. It doesn't make it facts. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that it's facts. It's just that person's point of view. You know what I mean? To let it bother you so much. You know, some people are gonna say your music's great. Some people are gonna say your music sucks. Some people are gonna say your music's okay. Some people are gonna say your music's the greatest they ever heard. That's just the way opinions work, bro. And you just can't get entangled with all the fucking negative shit. You know what I mean? You can't let your ego go to your fucking head and think that you can silence everyone that has something negative to say about you, bro. Like, let them people have their opinions, bro. Like, that's the reason why I never delete comments on any of my videos. You know, I've been called everything and your mother on them on these comments, right? And I never did. And people are entitled to them. They don't have to agree with me. They don't have to like me. You know, they're entitled to dislike me. You know, like why would I get butthurt over it? Like so what if they say whatever they say? It doesn't make it true. You know, but some people are just thin skinned, and those don't. You're not gonna survive in this game like that, though. You need to have thick skin. You know, if not, you're gonna be like these other motherfuckers that just you know fuck up their whole careers just focusing on all this shit, like Kevin Durant arguing with people on Twitter nonstop. Like, damn, bro, do you ever enjoy yourself? You're always on fucking Twitter, just fucking, like replying back to these individuals. Like, you're a fucking fool. All that wealth, and that would rather spend his time fucking arguing with people on Twitter. Fucking guy. That was crazy. He really argues with his fans. He does, bro. Like anytime they criticize a game that he had, like when he had a bad shooting night, that motherfucker be on there replying back to every negative comment, bro. And it's like, damn, bro, what the fuck is wrong? Like you have all that money, bro, and you be enjoying yourself, and this is what this is what you're doing, spending your time doing. Even any chance he gets, he always makes sure to take a shot at all the ones that are talking shit about him. Is like, fuck, fool, like get over it already. Like, nah, man, we human, man. Like, we got feelings too, man, and they can't be saying that kind of stuff to me. Like, bro, they're entitled to their fucking opinions, bro. Relax. Like, don't you understand that? Like, the more, like, bro, some of these people are doing it on purpose, and you're just falling into it, and you're just like, for someone that claims to be so intelligent, like, how could you not see that? Like, that shit is goofy. Do you watch or follow the? Nah, I don't. My parents moved from India to 2001, then to LA a few months later, lived in LA, 18 years old, until moved to Atlanta, New Jersey. Orale, that's right. Okay, so you bounced around. That's cool, bro. Santa Reyes is coming up. The Three Wise Men. La Rosca de Reyes, donde si agarras del monito, tienes de tirar la cena, o el party, o lo que sea. Some of them don't even have the fucking mono, how somebody ate it just because they didn't want to say that they got the mono. They fucking swallowed that motherfucker. And people are like, what the fuck? Because it's like a holiday where you buy a bread and they stick like a little, like a plastic, supposed to be a baby in there, right? And whoever gets it has to throw like a party, whatever the fuck. You know, it's supposed to celebrate the Three Wise Men and blah, 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 blah. one of those holidays that they just, create just to celebrate, just to get drunk. His ego's getting annoying at this point. That happens to a lot of people, bro. You see a lot of people who start off humble and then, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what happened to Dubs as well. Dubs started off humble and then he just completely like fell off. But that's what it tends to do though. Like, once people feel like they got some status to them, bro, they just it does tend to go to a lot of people's heads. And it doesn't help that they're in denial. He's turning into 6ix9ine. Minus the snitching. I mean, these people will eventually learn. You know what I mean? Eventually the lessons will come. Sometimes people have to learn the hard way. Unfortunately, sometimes people have to hit that wall full speed. To get brought back to earth. Cause look, I think to me, Lefty, cool individual, right? I feel like when his rapping skills, I feel like he has potential, right? Like if he works on his craft, I feel like he could be a great rapper. Do I feel like he's a great rapper? No, I don't think he's a great rapper. I feel like his craft still needs some work to it, right? And that's no shot at him or saying that he can or he sucks or anything like that, right? It just needs work. But what I will give him that he has is the charisma, the image, and the how can I say the marketing skills, to make himself, brandable, right? Like somebody that people are, look to see, like, oh, let me see what's up with this guy. You know what I mean? Somebody who could put himself out there and gets people's ears, right? Catches people's ears. With whatever he, intends to do, right? So in that sense, because if not, he wouldn't be where he's at right now, right? If he didn't have none of that, because why else would he be in the spot that he's in, right? If not for that, right? And because OTR is doing a pretty good job at, promoting him, but to say that he can't be a good rapper, or it's impossible, or that he could never be, what he says he is, like, nah, well, like anything is possible, right? You just gotta work on it. Because he just released a new song, right? It's called the Gilbert Arenas, right? And I heard it, and the song's got potential. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The only thing I could complain about that track, and it's not even nothing, that he did, right? It's more about, like, when it comes to the beat, there's too much going on. Like, there's too much sounds. You hear the traffic noise of the city where he's in, the jackhammer. Like, I get it. He's trying to, throw the environment in there. That way people could, grasp, the feel of the track, right? But there's too much going on. So it kind of it drowns out the beat, this is just my personal opinion. Because if not, I feel like the song could have done better in numbers. Because I think the concept of the song was pretty unique, right? It wasn't like something that's like so, redundant like everybody else's. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. I feel like with that track, I feel like they just added that part towards the end just to get like the Mexican fan base, in my personal opinion, right? And the reason why Lefty was chosen is because he's the name that's popping right now. That's just, like I said, this is just my opinion. I felt like maybe the song was already completed and he just added that part towards the end of it. Because it's just randomly thrown out there, right? It feels so random, on that track. Like, like you think the track's already over and then you hear that part and it's just like, it's randomly there. I could understand if maybe it was a hook, right? It's thrown in the middle and then you get another verse by, Kendrick or something like that, right? Okay, so it's like the hook or something. But it's just added like in the last seconds and it's kind of like, if you didn't know any better, you think the song is ending and you might just skip that part. You feel me? Because you can always tell when somebody's building a song when something is just added, right? Because it just doesn't seem like it fits, Even when they shoehorn people's verses, right? Because, you can tell that verse was shoehorned, like, not saying Lefties, but other artists, right? When they throw a verse in there, right? And it doesn't go with the concept of the song, right? Like, the song is talking about, like, pimping women or something like that, right? But the guy's over here talking about fucking gangbanging with his homies or something. Like, it just doesn't go with the track, right? Like, it just seems so out of place. Right? It's kind of like they just grabbed that verse and they just added it to it, right? That's why it's never good to do that, because it kind of just throws the songs off. Like, you already have a good, landscape of what the song's gonna be about, right? But then you just throw this, and it's kind of like, what the fuck? Have you ever been to Chicas? Simón Carnal. Whoopsie! Like, who forgot to pay the light bill? 6ix9ine had a good music. Yeah, I mean, well, shit. His numbers show that, right? I mean, if his music was all trash, he wouldn't do the numbers he did, right? I personally didn't like it, but I could understand, that. Well, obviously, if his music was trash, why was he so popping, So, obviously, somebody had to be liking it. Hey, bro, Happy New Year's from Russia. Hey, well, shout out to Russia. He really... Is your daughter religious, or any of your kids? Do they go to church and pray? Yeah, actually, they are. They're Christian. They go to a church with, my girl and, their grandparents, right? So they're religious. I'm just the only one that's not. You know what I mean? I respect their point. I'm not somebody who tries to think for my kids, or just because I'm this religion, you have to now be this religious or believe what I believe, I feel like they, once they're able to make their own choices, that they could decide for themselves, what they want to believe and what they, don't want to choose to believe, right? I can't run their lives or control their lives for them, you know what I mean? You have to learn to let your kids be independent as well, right? Like, you can only provide lessons, right? And then from there, you let them, make the decisions themselves. It's never good to try to fucking, control people's lives. It's never healthy either. Is it true that the Bible says that the earth is flat? No, bro. I can see why it could be misconstrued that way, right? Like I said, there's sometimes people grab some information and they get the wrong idea, right? And they just spin it into their own fucking nonsense. A lot of crazy games on YouTube right now. Thank God I don't have social media. Yeah, there is, bro. And it's I don't know. It's just weird, bro. It's like so many people are fighting for stuff that's irrelevant, right? And for absolutely no reason, right? And it's like they're all choosing to lie too, and it's mind baffling. I get it, bro. You have to come up with content, right? Because this is your source of income, right? So you kind of have to come up with stuff to talk about, and sometimes there's only so much you can talk about, right? So sometimes people feel like they have to go into the lying, storage to, That's why I say it's not good to make this your full-time, career if you really don't have a game plan, bro. Like, bro, eventually you're gonna run out of fucking things to talk about, bro. Come on now. Like, for people to so carelessly choose this as to make their career, right? And then claim that they're actually doing good, and it's like, well, no, that's not the case, because before you wouldn't be dropping 10 videos a day. Now they be dropping like 10 videos a day to make up for the loss of numbers. And I know this because, like I say, it pops up in the algorithm since we share the same audience. So it comes out on the algorithm, like it pops up like all the time. And it's just like, what the hell? And you can tell that we share the same audience because when you go to your app, your YouTube Studio app, it tells you the channels that it doesn't tell you which of your subscribers is subscribed to what, right? But it tells you your audience watches these channels, and then it gives you a list of channels that they watch and videos that they watch, right? That way, I guess you can get an idea of maybe to drop similar content, or maybe piggyback, or for whatever reason that they, put it there, right? I always tend to ignore all that shit. So when people say that, they talk about this, like, well, no, well, that's the reason why, though. It tells you that that's what your audience are watching and who your audience is watching. That's why they tend to take shots at each other, right? Because if they feel like the subscribers ask them their honest opinion about, one of their channels, right? And then they give their honest opinion and it's negative, they feel like that might affect, their channel now, because their audience might get a perspective of them, right? And stop maybe watching. And that's why they get offended. because they get paid, right? So now it's like they're fucking with their money. Me, I don't get paid, so I could give 2 fucks less. But I can understand why they would get butthurt if that's their means of putting food on the table. Bro, one thing I like watching is police body cam footage. Yesterday I saw Oh yeah, I watched that shit too. You'll be surprised the crazy scandalous shit that they do. I can understand why you have the point of view that you have. Now, it's crazy seeing the body footage camera, right? What it captures, right? And sometimes you're left speechless, right? Imagine when they didn't have it. Think about that, bro. In our days, when they didn't have no body cam. Now, imagine the shit that they're doing with body cam on. Now, you can only imagine what was happening when there was no body cam, bro. And that's not to take a shot at law enforcement or anything like that. It's just to give people an idea, like, of what those times were, right? Do you like visiting or living in Mexico? I like visiting. I wouldn't want to live there though. Corruption is too rooted into there, right? It's just not fair for the hardworking individuals, right? Who came up with the word cholo? Cholo is actually rooted back to Spaniard imprisonment, right? I actually have a video talking about that on this channel. If you want, you can go scope it out. I go into details, and I show where I got my information from and sources and all that. It should be on this channel. I'd rather party with Dre. Did you see the music video he dropped today? Who, Lefty? Have you ever heard of Kingside Covina Gang? Or Covina Mob? I never heard of Covina Mob, but I heard of Kingside Covina. I heard, well, there was an individual who I chop it up with who emailed me, right? But that's how I met him. Hello, shadow people. The chat was good. How do you feel about some black people saying that rap is only for blacks and that Hispanics shouldn't be allowed to rap? He said it's a rap culture. Well, of course, you're going to have individuals that are going to say that kind of stuff, right? Like, I understand that you're going to have individuals who think, like, there's people that think, in my personal opinion, dumb in all our ethnicities, right? Like, you have Mexicans that say some stupid shit as well, right? Even Caucasians, right? So I can understand that some people might think like that, right? But I don't let it get to me, right? Because one thing I have always said, I find it funny that the very artists, right? The very people that do rap, right? Meaning rappers, right? Musicians, people that are actually in the music industry, who have actually try to help the Raza rappers, right? Who have been featured in their music, right? Like, Ice Cube, Daz, Corrupt, Exhibit, people like that, right? Who are actually in the music industry, in the music game, and who actually do rap, right? When they're interviewed and they're asked about, how do they feel about, Mexican rappers, they're like, that's good. They're trying to get it. They're trying to grind. That's good shit. They have some good stuff. So the people that do rap don't have a problem with these individuals doing rap, right? So the creators, the innovators, the ones that are actually in the industry, the ones who are actually the rappers, don't have a problem with these individuals doing rap. Then why the fuck do the people who don't even rap have a problem with it, bro? It's like, if anybody should have a problem with it, it should be these individuals who actually say, yeah, that's good that they're doing rap. So it's like, if they don't have an issue with it, why the fuck do you feel like you should have an issue with it, bro? You know what I mean? Like, if anybody's gonna, should be the ones that fucking started rap. Which, like groups like, NWA and stuff like that, Eazy-E signed Mexican rappers like Brownside. So clearly the ones that were actually the innovators of the music had no issue. So why the fuck do you guys got issues? And I know that not all of them feel that way, because like I said, these individuals are black and they don't feel that way. You feel me? I think it's dumb when people hear something negative that somebody says, and then, like, whether they be Mexican, white, Asian, black, and then all of a sudden they be like, you see how these black people think, or you see how these Mexican think? And it's like, why? Because that individual said it? Like don't grab what one person said and not try to apply it to the whole entire ethnicity, because that's just ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna bump into individuals who think stupid, who say stupid shit, who do stupid things from all ethnicities that don't reflect on the whole entire group. You know what I mean? And it would be foolish if somebody were to see it that way. And you see that a lot of people tend to do that, right? So it creates a lot of the problems in the world. And it's like, roll, pump the brakes there. Like, don't speak. Don't say that they speak in behalf of everybody, because an individual could only speak in behalf of himself. And he could only give you his perspective. You feel me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.